Hello everyone, how you're doing? Okay, today I was having a conversation with a big sister of mine, a mentor of mine. Whenever we meet, we always have very, interesting conversations. So today we're talking about how to grow your wealth, how to increase your income, your savings, and all of that. So we spoke about, investing in shares, in bonds, mutual funds, all of those. Then she brought up the issue of gold being a great investment too. And then I was like, no, auntie, I beg to differ. I agree with every other thing you've been saying, but gold being a great investment, that I do not agree with. But she was like, Debbie, why would you say that? Everybody knows that, buying of gold is great investment. I said, I don't know. But if we're talking about gold jewelry, to me, it is not a great investment. I buy gold. I love to buy gold when I have any spare money. Yes, I buy them. Why? I buy them because one, they are forever. They don't tarnish. They don't lose value. You can always resell them. It's the easiest way to liquidate funds when you have challenges, all right? But it is not a great investment to me. It is a great way of saving your money. If you want to save money, you can save it buying gold jewelry. I don't know about gold bars. I'm going to do my research on that, but I'm specifically talking about gold jewelry because this is what I know very much about. I've never invested in gold bars, even though I'm going to do that in the nearest future when money starts to long. All right. But for now, I'm talking about gold jewelries. All right. So gold is like eating your cake and having it. You get to wear it and feel good, look nice in it while your money is still intact. Some years ago, I made up my mind not to spend money buying costume jewelries because one, they don't last. They are not even cheap anymore. They don't have a resellable value. You can't resell them. They tarnish, you throw it away, you buy another one and your money is wasting. So I made up my mind not to do that. So I buy gold, but I'm not buying it because it's a great investment. I am buying it because I love to wear them and it's a good way to save money. So I'm eating my cake and still having it. I'm getting to look nice and still not wasting money. So that is the beauty of buying gold. But it's not a great investment. Why did I say that? Oh, calm down. I know most of you are very angry with me right now. You wish you could grab me from the screen because you've always had the idea that buying of gold is great investment. I don't know about other parts of the world. I've never bought or sold gold in any other part of the world aside from Nigeria. But because of the way our currency is, our inflation rates, how high and fast it goes, gold is not a very great investment. Listen to me, I will make my points one after the other. At the end of the day, you can give me your own opinion, but this is my opinion, all right? Keep an open mind. What is an investment? To me, anytime I am trying to make an investment, whether it's shares or bonds or whatever it is, I have a clear goal, what I want to achieve. All right. For instance, I know that this investment is going to pay 25% by the end of the year, 10% by the end of the year. If I'm putting 2 naira, I know that, okay, by the end of this year, I can have so and so amount of money to be able to achieve this particular dream or objective of mine. All right. But gold, let's get back to gold. If you buy gold today, you can't even plan to resell it this year. If you do that, you'll be losing a lot of money. If you resell it next year, you'll be losing a lot of money. Maybe in 3 years, 4 years time, depending on the inflation rates, you may sell it slightly higher than what you bought it for. But calm down, think about it. If you bought your 3-gram gold at 40,000 naira per gram, instance in year 2020, today a gram of gold is about 180, 190 for 18 carats, depending on what you are buying, if it's extra or if it's the regular one. But if you want to sell, they will tell you it's about 140 something. So even if you sell it at 140 something, you are making like 100k benefits. I mean a 100k profit on each of the grand, right? So it makes sense. You are like, wow, I make money. But ask yourself, 40,000 times 3 in 2020, let's say 120, what 40,000, what 120,000 could have done for you in 2020? This, let's say 300 and something thousand, you are reselling that your gold for today. Will it be able to do that same stuff for you? For instance, maybe if you had used that money, if you didn't buy gold, maybe you would have been able to use it to rent a decent 1-bedroom flat. Can that same money you resell that gold for today, will it be able to do that same thing for you? If you think about it like that, you will realize that yes, the amount may have increased, but the value of the money did not. All right. So you sold it for 300 and something thousand. 300 and something thousand now compared to 100 and something thousand in 2020. 100 and something thousand in 2020 is way bigger. But it is a great way of saving your money. Why did I say it's a great way of saving your money? It's a great way of saving your money because if you put your money in the bank, savings account, if you put 100,000 in 2020, see today, it will not increase. As a matter of fact, they'll be deducting SMS charges, this one charges, that one, and the money will be reducing. But if you use it to buy gold, the money will keep, increasing in value, as in price over time. So you are not necessarily losing money if you wait for a long period of time before you sell. You are not necessarily losing money, but it is not a great option when you are thinking of investment that will give you good returns. That is my argument. I am not saying it is not good to buy gold, but think about it. Compared to other form of investment, is buying of gold jewelry. You need to understand emphasis on the gold jewelry, no gold bars. I've never tried that, so I don't have an idea about it. Is it a perfect way to invest your money? No, but it is a great way to save your money. It is a great way to eat your cake and have it. You get to look good, feel good about yourself, and not lose money. One of the beautiful things about buying gold is because it's the easiest asset to liquidate. If you want to get quick cash, let's say you're in a fix and you need to sell up something any minute of the day, you walk into a sell market or any gold dealer shop, they are ready with money to collect that gold from you. Unlike land, that when you're in a fix, you probably will not find buyer on time, and even when you find, they will price you below the market price. But gold will not do that. There's always that standard price that you can ask one or two and be able to make informed decisions, right? It's something that you can travel around the world with. If you get stranded anywhere, easily liquidate. You can travel with your landed properties and all of that. So it's a good way to save money. Buy it if you have to, but don't buy it with the mind that, oh, this is a great investment, I will sell it and make money to do this and do that. No, you can't even buy gold now and be thinking of selling it next year or next 2 years. You need to keep it for a very long period of time. One of the major things that even got me thinking this way was, a few weeks ago, I had these bracelets that caught. I didn't even know. I was getting dressed because I have 3 of them, so one broke, all right? I didn't even know. I was getting dressed when my son entered my room and looked at my bed and saw some of the beads, because it's a beaded gold jewelry. So it has different sizes of beads, small, big, medium, tiny ones, and all of that. So after gathering everything, I said I was going to go to the market to fix it, right? So I got to my gold dealer's shop and he called a goldsmith for me, because my own goldsmith, I went to his stand and he wasn't there, someone else was there. And I didn't trust him to do a good job, so I went to the guy that I buy gold from. So he called his own person. So we were talking. I just changed my mind. I said, no, this bracelets or this this gold stuff is very delicate because of the various sizes of bead. He may not be able to get it exactly the way it is. So I'd rather sell. Because I always have this mindset that once you fix your gold, it will break again, you fix it will break again. Maybe you want it to go and break on the road and you lose it. So if it breaks like that, I'd rather just sell, add money and buy. And when I'm adding money to buy, when I'm rebuying, I never buy anything less than what I'm selling. If I am selling a 5 gram, I can never buy 5 gram or 4 gram. I'll go for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, depending on how much I have at that point in time, because I'll see it as increasing my savings. Okay, so I think when I bought that particular bracelet, I bought it at 70 something thousand per gram, and it's about 6 point something gram. Okay, so I wanted to buy, and when they brought out, when I picked the one I wanted, they said it was 190 something per gram. Okay, I said, okay, fine, how much will you buy this one? They said 140 something per gram from my own that I'm selling. Remember, I bought it at 70 something K per gram about 3 years ago, thereabout. So by the time I picked what I wanted, that was about 7 or 8 gram, I needed to add extra money, almost 300,000, to be able to buy a new one. So I started asking myself question. Yeah, when they called how much I was going to sell it for, it made sense. Oh wow, I bought it at 70 something, but I'm selling it at 100 and something thousand. But trying to buy a new one, just for that small increment I was trying to do, it was going to cost me extra 300 and something thousand. All right, so I just need you to have an idea of how this thing works. Okay, it's a good way to save your money. Buy. Once you have the money, buy. You get to save your money, get to wear it, and it will never diminish. It will not spoil, it will not destroy. You can transfer it to your children, and all of that is always there, and it's always there basically. But it is not. There are better ways to invest your money. You can invest in startups, mutual fund, shares, bonds, different things. If you start up a business, but when you're talking about investments, great investments, gold jewelry is not part of it for me. All right, for me. Okay, so this is my opinion. After my whole explanation, my opinion, I would like you to drop your comments and tell me what you think. Do you think buying of gold jewelry is a great investment and all of us should put our money there because it's a great investment? Or do you think, just like me, that is a great way of saving your money, but it is not really a great investment? Let's talk, okay? Because I would like to hear your opinion. I want to learn from you because I may be wrong. I want to hear your own perspective. I want to hear what you think. I want to hear the reason why you think is a great one investment. Maybe you have a personal experience how when you bought so and so gold jewelry, it was so priced, and now you're able to sell it and buy a house. Let me know so that we can all decide on what to do this year. This is January, and we girlies making smart money moves. We are deciding on where we are putting our money this year. So that brings me to another topic. Please ensure that you are not eating every single money that comes to you. Always keep something aside to invest. If you think it's too small to invest, save it for some time and then invest it. Okay, so that way, by the time you get your dividends, you can use it to do all those things you wanted to do. Buy hair, buy shoe, buy gold, buy this. But don't eat that money you are meant to save. All right, that is how to grow your wealth. That way you can do whatever you want to do, but your money is still there in your savings or in your investment, still yielding more dividends for you. Don't touch it, okay? Don't spend everything. Learn how to practice delayed gratification. That is what we are doing this year. We are ending this year with a huge portfolio of investments, right? Thank you. Mwah.